Ngiyabona hozalazane, check the beat, it's tight, that's so proper ne. Roll the dice, 6-9, advertise ne. Come follow me. Check this out, man. Check out the baseline, homie, check the bass kick. Taking you back to school, back the basics. Ringa Thomason, Rafal Pele, Dita Drake, Rosala, with the chicks anele. Heads a totsi, vein sekete. The reason that I'm rapping cause my brood's my pere. Je denkt as a grap, je lag met wie. Je bij mekaar, met mij zoals een rum op een villa. I got the dura he, I chase aan he. This one is strictly for the bass in the trunk, ne. Back in the days used to be all stars. Now we got them spinning to the back of the car. Anybody gets the right if they like the flow. So Tita Bahuman, go walk on yours, brah. Go walk on yours. Tita Bahuman, go walk on yours. Ngiyabona hozalazane, check the beat, it's tight, that's so proper ne. Roll the dice, 6-9, advertise ne. Come follow me. Ngiyabona hozalazane, check the beat, it's tight, that's so proper ne. Roll the dice, 6-9, advertise ne. Come follow me. Do you remember when I said I could not afford Nikes, but now I got 4 pairs, the one with the stripey? Remember when mama did not have that money? My life the song, yes, mama could not buy it. Damn, now I can afford my own. Finally the boys only can afford his own. Thanks to the fans, the ones that buys my CDs. Took me off the street corners, put my face on TV. Separate capitalism from the true potential. Recognize true talent, industry's been wasted. I'm the best lyricist, which means there's no replacement. Sula point under the tree, next to the basement. The basement, knows that the kick is Hozala. Whatever that I do, my rhymes is Hozala. On top of my game, check the clock, Hozala. Get whistle for shizzle, man, this is Ben Hozala. Ngiyabona hozalazane, check the beat, it's tight, that's so proper ne. Roll the dice, 6-9, advertise ne. Come follow me. Ngiyabona hozalazane, check the beat, it's tight, that's so proper ne. Roll the dice, 6-9, advertise ne. Come follow me. Ngiyabona hozalazane, dice 6-9, advertise ne. Ngiyabona hozalazane, check the beat, it's tight, that's so proper ne. Roll the dice, 6-9, advertise ne. Come follow me.
Listen.
We play the best of today's music.
Coming to you live from the Namibia. Cool under pressure. Double cup. What's the money? Double up. Ladies show it too much love. Double cup. Double cup. What's the money? Double up. Ladies showing too much love. Double cup. Congratulations. Double cup. You know you made it. Double cup. Champagne pouring, pouring up. Ha. Double cup. Congratulations. Double cup. You know you made it. Double cup. Champagne pouring, pouring up. Ha. Double cup. Double cup. Yeah, you know that a brother got a flaws. Yeah, you know that a brother got too much. Yeah, you know that do you know that you know too much? Too much. Too cruise, too tough. Don't yelling. Double cup. It's graduation. PMCUP, we got the flavor. Double cup, let the money double up. Chop alive, let the champagne pop. It's a movie, but we taking no cuts. We just put them threes up, tell them pop the cheese up. Me and my niggas way up, +1, but we brought the whole squad. Johnny Walker ballin', yellow bones yawning, living in the morning. Double cup ballin', double cup ballin'. I am double cup. Congratulations, double cup. You know you made double cup. Champagne pouring, pour 'em up. Ha, double cup. Congratulations, double cup. You know you made double cup. Champagne pouring, pour 'em up. Ha, double cup.
Hey, shit, I just missed your call. See you sent a text, said you with some girls, and they bumping catch. Said they down with rappers, but no pride with us. Said they down with cup, time to double up.
And now we really in the mood. Walking through a crowd, I'm tripping, spilling on my shoe. And the once again, she dropping it to the floor. The boyfriend's a rapper, but he ain't got no 5 awards.
I went, step into the place where the girls at. 7K for the verse, that's the contract. And with that, I guess we on track. I guess I'm still that nigga, get your lady in the back. Now pour another drink, cause this life still lacking. Bottle up a bottle, we about to get stacking. Step out the box and the nigga still fresh. Yeah. Every time I shoot, man, it's nothing but net.
Double cup, what's the money? Double up, ladies showing too much love. Double cup, congratulations, double cup. You know you made double cup. Champagne pouring, pour 'em up. Ha, double cup, congratulations, double cup. You know you made double cup. Champagne pouring, pour 'em up. Ha, double cup. Double cup.
Bobo, see that yeah, bobo. See that yeah, bobo. I want that yeah, bobo. I'm on the top now, bobo. Hey, 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 bobo. Bobo, bobo. See that yeah, bobo. What we what that yeah, bobo. Come on, yeah, bobo. Everybody, bobo. What we bobo. Everybody, bobo. Everybody,
a bad girl link up, you done know. Lioness and the queen. Queen no tease, bad girl, very easy. When you see me, hands up to the ceiling like I'm the Pope. Shoot it up like I'm loco. Don't test me, you don't know. Yeah, queen of lyrics on there with the teasy. We got breezy, wash it up on the seat. Big city, young teen, brown skin, running these streets. Lioness and the queen, be you done? You know my music make them girls that you whine now. What is it make them whine now? Loudness make them girls that you whine now. Loudness make them whine now. Mercy, mercy, mercy. All the boys be plenty, plenty, plenty. Now my girls be sexy, sexy, sexy. We just wanna party, party, party. Mercy, mercy, mercy. All the boys be plenty, plenty, plenty. Namibian girls be sexy, sexy, sexy. We just wanna party, party, party. Now back to the matter. Open and close. We take 'em back to the matter. Open and close. We take 'em back to the matter. Open and close. We take 'em back to the matter. Open and close. When I rock it on the radio, they call it murder. When I rock it in the club, they call it murder. Yeah, murder them, fire them, burn down. How we done do again, and they even if they dream now. Dollar bills coming on the rebound. Got all my girls on the tab, fellas watching from the stand. You know my music make them girls that you whine now. What is it make them whine now? Loudness make them girls that you whine now. Loudness make them whine now. Mercy, mercy, mercy. All the boys be plenty, plenty, plenty. Now my girls be sexy, sexy, sexy. We just wanna party, party, party. Mercy, mercy, mercy. All the boys be plenty, plenty, plenty. Namibian girls be sexy, sexy, sexy. We just wanna party, party, party. Now back to the matter. Open and close. We take 'em back to the matter. Open and close. We take 'em back to the matter. Open and close. We take 'em back to the matter. Open and close.
You know my music make them girls that you whine now. What did you make them whine now? Loudness make them girls that you whine now. Loudness make them whine now.
Mercy, mercy, mercy. All the boys be plenty, plenty, plenty. Now my girls be sexy, sexy, sexy. We just wanna party, party, party. Mercy, mercy, mercy. All the boys be plenty, plenty, plenty. Namibian girls be sexy, sexy, sexy. We just wanna party, party, party. Now back to the matter. Open and close. We take 'em back to the matter. Open and close. We take 'em back to the matter. Open and close. We take 'em back to the matter. Open and close. Where my bad girls at? I said bad girls.
Welcome everybody to another episode of The Content. You're in the studio with myself, Scharlarco and Ashriff. Ashriff is our special guest co-host. Welcome, Ashriff.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
I'm glad that you're here too. For those of you that are online right now, watching via Facebook, feel free to comment, ask Ashriff any questions. He's going to introduce himself, and I'll explain why he's our special guest co-host as well. As you guys know, she or Harriet was our previous co-host, special guest co-host, and she has not outrun, but she is giving the mantle over to the next person who would like to try out the whole co-host thing. And yeah, cool. So Ashriff, let's just jump right into it.
Yes.
Please introduce yourself. Tell us who you are, where you come from, and what you do.
Okay. I'm Ashriff. I'm actually from the south, but
Okay.
I live in Windhoek because I'm a student, full-time student. I'm final year law, and I currently work in various industries, basically. So I do arts, I do modeling, I do acting, as well as also creating content, basically. And outside of that, I basically also do media literacy, as well as I also work for environmental education program as well, teaching people about environmental sustainability and how to create a waste-free environment.
Oh wow, he's not just a pretty face, everybody. He's smart.
Yes.
Oh, that's brilliant, man.
Yes. No, thank you, man.
Cool. I want to ask, because you're most known for your modeling.
Yes.
How did you get into that?
Actually, I started in high school. I had one friend. He's a fashion designer, and he had me like try on his clothes and take pictures. And it's like, no, you should try this out. You should try modeling. It's like, no, I'm too skinny. And it's like, no, but like, if you're too skinny, why do my clothes fit you? And then I was like, okay, it makes sense. And then I tried out for Mr. Freshman, then Mr. Unam, then I won Mr. Unam, and then that was my break into the modeling industry. And then I
Okay.
did Fashion Week, Windhoek Fashion Week, Katura Fashion Week. I got gigs afterwards with like various companies. So from there on, it became easier to get gigs after that. So I think my gateway was Mr. Unam.
Okay. Okay, cool. And like, when you talk about gigs, what kind of gigs are you talking about?
So basically, gigs include anything about it. So television commercials. I think I did one for MTC, one for Black Label, and then for GoTV as well, and Top Score. Yeah, basically that's it. But like our industry is quite small. It's quite a problem getting
Yeah,
gigs.
yeah.
So it's not my main source of income. It's just
Okay.
when there's something available, I'll do it.
Okay, cool. Great. Before we continue, I forgot to mention, and I'm sorry, because I'm sure they're listening outside as well. We have two beautiful guests here today as well. It's Umune, excuse me. She corrected me earlier. It's Umune and Yola. They are both waiting outside to be interviewed. And yeah, it's exciting. I'm excited. Are you excited?
I'm actually quite excited. I want to ask a lot of questions.
Oh, great.
Because
Please do my job for me.
I mean, a life coach, a content creator, it couldn't get better than
Right,
that.
right,
Yes.
yeah, cool. So before she gets in, I just wanted to say the reason I always want to explain. My latest thing is I'm allowing people to come onto the show as a co-host who has the potential to do radio presenting. I don't know if they've done it before, and I had a conversation with Ashriff once, and I was like, dude, this conversation is brilliant. Like, let's take it to the radio station. You do great, like doing like an interview. So come on. And he's like, yeah, I'm willing. And yeah, here he is.
Wow.
Anyways, cool. So we're going to get Umune in. Mitch is bringing her in, and yeah. Drum roll, please, everybody. Cool. So while Umune is getting settled in, Umune is a life coach, and she is also a lawyer by profession. I don't know if she wanted to divulge that information, but I just also recently found that out, and yeah, she's also multifaceted. I mean, why not? Cool. So we're set. The screen has been fixed. Everybody's tuning in. So for those of you that are listening, again, I remind you, feel free to comment, ask Umune or Ashriff questions if you want to, and also just a shout out to everybody that is tuning in. And yeah, so Umune. I hope you're
Yes, you
audible. You can put on the headsets just to see if you can hear yourself, or you can keep them on if you want to. Just speak into the mic. Okay, perfect. Okay, cool. So we're gonna jump right into it. Umune, please introduce yourself. Tell us what you do, where you come from. And sorry if I'm a little hype. I just had like 2 cups of coffee, so
Coffee.
yeah,
Makes sense.
Cool.
Yeah, no, guys, thank you for having me. I'm actually excited to be here. I've been needing to be here because I've been watching the show actually.
Oh.
And I have so much to drag you guys for.
I love it. I'm ready.
I mean, start.
But yeah, like who am I? The question is very loaded because you have to think of like the different essence of who you are. By profession, I am a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in corporate right now, but I've done a lot of my work in human rights, which I think is where a lot of my passion lies. I really love doing work that adds meaning to other people's lives. It gives me so much purpose and sense of fulfillment. And then outside of that, I am a life coach, which is something kind of new for me also, but which I absolutely love, and it's been a long time coming. passion and interest, things that I have learned along the journey, and also coming to terms with the fact that like the girl child and the woman who is my specific communities would use so much help in terms of development and finding themselves and defining themselves. And sometimes there's so much setback because there's no support around us, you know, right? Like there's so much inspiration about being this and being that. But how do you actually model that, right? Like, so for me, it was about telling my story, sharing my story, and being someone who has walked the journey and still is walking the journey, and just sharing what I'm discovering and supporting my clients in like defining their lives, setting up systems and processes that work for them and helping them fully.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Great. I read your bio and it also says you're a writer and a speaker.
Yeah.
What do you write?
I have like a platform, I think that is works on WordPress. I share pieces of like knowledge on different topics. I think my latest one was like an introduction. It's when I started this year. I wrote about the art of starting and putting yourself out there. So I basically write for inspiration. It's not really something I want to monetize because it's really close to my heart. I want to keep it sacred and intimate and just me sharing more in-depth knowledge with people in my life and my followers and people that support me. So it's just me sharing things that I've learned about, things that I'm learning about, and just putting through the platform. As for speaking, I think just speaking engagements, I find myself being invited to speak quite often for different things. So I wouldn't really say I speak only like this. I don't really do MC, but speaking more like for certain engagements, whether it's like a youth meeting or youth support or development and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay.
You actually said something very interesting. Everything you do, you aim to add meaning to people's lives.
Yeah.
So like, through your speaking, and when you speak to other people, do you do it with the same aim as well?
I think it's like in everything that I really do, simply because I'm very purpose driven and I think there is more to life than what meets the eye. So I'm constantly trying to be intentional in how I show up in my interactions. It doesn't have to be a big platform. It can be something like this. It can be through a conversation that can change someone's life, right? Like I've had so many people come back to me and say, look, we had a conversation the other day and it really did something for me. So it's just about showing up as myself, sharing what I know, holding space for other people, supporting and validating people. I feel like so many people actually need that and we don't have that a lot.
Yeah, of course.
Like we're having so many surface level conversations about nothing, right? So I don't try to be kind of invasive and oversharing or whatever, but I hold space for people to have conversations, to share a bit of what I know, and also like to say, maybe try A, B, C, and D. I may not be well versed in a certain conversation, but maybe try A, B, C, and D. So during my speaking, I always make sure it's very loaded, very specific for whoever I'm engaging, and who am I talking to? The young people, what do they need, what are they experiencing, and how can I show up for them?
Okay. Nice. And I want to ask you, the term life coach, what does it mean?
I get asked it a lot, right? Because there's so much confusion between a life coach and a therapist. Let me just also take time to highlight the differences.
Yeah.
I think the life coach was here. She actually spoke a bit on it.
Yeah.
In essence, a psychologist or a therapist is someone who's actually licensed. They're a medical practitioner who's licensed to like diagnose mental illnesses, for instance, or send you or recommend you to a psychiatrist who can prescribe medication for you and stuff. A life coach doesn't get to do that. I'm basically coaching you through life, right? Which is quite weird for some people. Like, who are you to coach me? No, but for the ones who get it, it's like supporting you through whatever season of life you're finding yourself in. It's different for everybody. It could be a life transition that you're going through. It could be a goal that you're looking towards that you need support. So what I do for my clients, I act as a sounding board when we have conversations. And look, what are you trying to do? Where are you within yourself? What are the limits, and how can I help you get there through coming up with systems and processes? Like I'm very big on systems and processes. Not really goals per se because it can be so rigid, like something just to tick off. But how do you create a system in your life that helps you to love the way that you live?
Okay. Yeah, no, that's very true. I think if you do look at it, it's weird when you come to a point and you're like, I finally got this goal, and then you're trying to do something else. And you're like, why isn't it working? And you forget that this system is also not working. Yeah, so I think that's brilliant. I never actually thought of it that way. Yeah, do you have a question?
Yes, I actually do. Very interesting, actually. From being a lawyer by profession, how did it, perhaps being a lawyer was your dream since you were a child or since you were in high school. How did your journey start as a life coach? Or when did you start thinking about, no, I actually want to be a life coach?
Okay, so to be honest, me getting into law school was more like being young and uncertain about And I really have to also say that I don't think an 18-year-old should have to choose what they really want to do for the rest of their lives. Because you don't know a large part of who you are as a person. Maybe you do know, but you don't have the courage or the support sometimes to really whatever. So I'm not saying I regret the choice, but for me, law is more like a profession. Do you get what I'm saying? I honor it, I respect it, I show up for it as a profession. But with my life coaching business, it's more of like passion.
Okay.
It gives me a sense of purpose and fulfillment. It's that thing that I really, it's my way of giving back. It's my way of showing up in the world as what I believe to be my higher self. That's the thing, you know. So I don't want to choose between the two. They each have their own role to play. I show up for both in the way that I should, but I would say that I find a lot of my fulfillment and purpose in life coaching, which has been a long time coming. I just found courage to really step into it quite recently because despite contrary belief, it's not that you to live out your dream.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Right?
of course.
Because there's so many expectations within society or parents. Most people
Yes.
are different. Like when you aren't doing the norm, when you want to be a creative or you're an artist, or you're it's like, yeah, but what are you gonna do with that? Really? But okay, cool, go off, right? So
Yeah.
I think for me, it got to a place where I decided, you know what, I cannot work like that. I want to share this stuff. I want to share who I am with the world. So that's how it came about for me.
Great. Before we continue, I just want you guys to speak into the mic. We seem to have a complaint about the volume.
Apologies, guys.
But it's okay. Thank you for letting us know, guys. So there are people commenting right now. The names though. Anyways, so Candy Ndari says she just sends a heart emoji and celebratory handshake, clap, whatever that is. I don't know if. Yeah, and then the programmer Lucky Morrison says volume up. I hope us speaking into the mic has fixed it because our volume is on high. And then Ushevera Chirare says Umuni with 3 hearts. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Yes.
One last question before we go.
No, we're not going anywhere.
Okay.
I'm just
Perfect.
reading the comments. It's fine. Go shoot.
Yes. Umune, what is the source of your work though? Like, where do you find, like, as a life coach, you know, like, you find your source of work, like, as a radio presenter, you can look back to, like, the way other people do their stuff. As a life coach, where do you find your source of work? Like, if somebody comes with a problem, where do you source the answer for the questions that they have?
Where does the,
So I actually did an online course in life coaching and NLP practitioning, where you get trained how to engage with clients. And I think it's very important at some level. Sometimes you can just start off like that, but it's important to also take your work seriously and honor other people's time and money, right? So I did an online course in that, which is like a large part of what I also know. But I also do a lot of reading. I think being in this kind of work, you have to constantly be learning yourself, seeing what is out there, what works, self-help books that you're always hating on. Self-help books, and learning from podcasts. There's so much
Yeah.
Podcasts are
true.
godsend, honestly.
But you constantly need to be learning, so you have something to contribute in conversation.
Yeah.
Please read. Please listen to something. Not only like if you're a life coach, but just in essence, like you can't be that person who has nothing to say to contribute to.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
So I'm constantly reading, which is something I genuinely like doing. Also, thank God, I'm constantly listening to podcasts. I'm constantly having conversations with professionals in the field, even therapists. You know, like what is happening. How do you deal with certain things? Of course, I wouldn't diagnose somebody because I don't have the scope to do that.
Yeah.
But just understanding what it works, like how the human mind works, how emotions work, and what affects people and how they show up in the world.
Okay.
That's beautiful.
And I wanted to ask you, what's your niche? You mentioned that you watched the interview with Swama, right? I mean, Swama does. Her specialty is like married couples.
Yeah, I'm very conscious.
Yeah. What's your niche like?
So my niche, I would say, is imposter syndrome. A lot of my work is centered around imposter syndrome.
Explain, yeah.
So imposter syndrome, in layman's terms, is just that thing of feeling sort of unworthy and not enough for whatever you're showing up for. It can come in different forms. It can really be in your work. I think that the underlying emotion is unworthiness. I help my clients deal with like shame, with unworthiness, without feeling like they're not enough or I have nothing to contribute. I can't achieve my goals. I don't have what it takes, right? So that's my specialty. But I think the tools that I use are like terms of, okay, so what do you, like, what are the gaps that you have and what do you need to show up more fully for whatever you want for yourself or whatever is limiting you from living in your fullness. So I don't know if that makes sense. So I
No.
would say personal development is my niche, like what I really focus on.
Mhm.
You as a person, what do you want for yourself, where do you want to develop yourself?
Okay.
That's beautiful.
Cool. That's brilliant. I think I might have to call you afterwards.
Actually.
I want to diverge from the life coaching topic, but still kind of on topic. I want to ask, there's always been a stigma, especially within the African community, about mental illnesses and reaching out for help. And, how do you think because I know our generation, like us sitting in this room right now, we're more open to seeing a psychologist,
Speaking about our
problems, reaching out. That's cool. But there's still a lot of people who do not feel. I want to say it's not an easy thing for them to do, and it's also, especially with African men, we all know it's like a taboo. It's like you're like as a man. I'll deal with my stuff. Yeah. So how do you guys? I'm asking Ashriff as well. How do you guys think we can tackle that with just like giving knowledge or helping the community understand that it's not such a,
Can I go first?
Yes, please. Actually, please.
I don't know. I feel like it's not the kind of thing that's going to happen overnight because it's been a long time coming of practicing in a certain way. But I think one of the first things to kind of address is the shame that we have around mental illness. Like there's so much shame, like the
Yeah.
that comes with mental illness. Like something is wrong with you, your brain doesn't function. Like guys, it's like any other illness. Like you
Yeah.
are literally ill. Like I'm not choosing to be sad all the time. Or
Yeah.
whatever. So I feel like what really helps or starting point for me would be conversation. Conversation for me I feel like is so transformative because people get to understand things and also like people speaking out on their experiences. If you as a man can tell your friends like, yo bro, like I'm actually struggling with A, B, C and D or like I'm in therapy. Like it starts becoming normal, like normalizing these
Yeah.
things, like normalize the conversation. Normalize supporting people who are struggling with mental health, right? Normalize advocating for mental health because it is so serious, which is quite amusing to me. Like people are constantly succumbing to mental health and mental illness, right? But we still feel like it's a taboo or like a fantasy.
Yeah.
Okay, what is happening then if it's a taboo? So I feel like conversations about it, normalizing it, someone has to be the person who does it first. So if it's you in your circle of friends who say, guys, I'm going to therapy, you know what I'm saying? And then being able to see the results maybe thereof would
Yeah.
be quite great. And I can't say or I can't impose it on anybody, but I always encourage have conversations, create awareness, speak about the benefits of mental
Mental
care,
health.
Yeah.
take care of your mental health, and I think that would probably do a lot in terms of just slowly changing the narrative
Yeah.
around it, because I think it's a lot of shame. I think shame
Yeah,
is the issue,
definitely.
shame around mental health.
Yeah.
Actually, and I agree with you. Mental health actually a very sensitive topic for me, especially even for my family, even to speak about generally. Because my sister succumbed to mental health many years ago. But regardless of that, is that somebody said, I think it was a movie I was watching, is that you take medication to heal your body. If there was medication to heal your heart, when you're heartbroken, you take it. Why can't you take medication to heal your mind?
Yeah.
So there is a mentality that I have every time, is that the same help you get when you're heartbroken or when you're ill must be the same help that you must be willing to get
Yeah.
when you have a mental health problem or you have a problem with like perhaps you're depressed or just generally sad even.
Yeah.
Because I think that's where it starts as well. So it's not just me communicating about it, but actually looking out and actually listening to people. When somebody says, no, like I'm sad, then don't be like, yeah, no, you'll get better. Like,
Yeah.
yes,
Ugh.
you'll be fine.
Yeah. Stop being sad.
Yeah, no, really, it doesn't help. Like, you have to really like think back. Like, you really have to think, now, what can
Yeah.
this person is sad. Don't just ignore it, because it could be, the person could be sad or could actually be depressed.
Yeah.
Because
So
you,
if you don't know what to do, it's okay. And it's like, I don't know how to support you right now, but
Yeah.
I think
Yes.
you can find somebody who can support you better.
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
And there's so many avenues these days.
Yeah,
I mean, now universities have so many. I found out in second year that UNAM is like 9 psychologists
Imagine.
Wow.
just helping students. But they see about less than 1% of the total population of
Wow.
students on campus.
Oh wow, no, I agree. I think personal experience. I was first in 2019, I believe. I was for the first time clinically diagnosed with depression. I was like, so what next? And I couldn't speak to anyone because I felt so. People could see me as weak and whatnot. And then
Yeah.
during the process, I understood like this is not a weakness. It's like I sprained my ankle. It needs to be
Yes.
rehabilitated. It's just my mind needs to be rehabilitated. And for me, I'm living proof. And I spoke about this on air. This actually was my introduction to radio. I spoke about it like I went through the depression and I had to go see a psychologist and a psychiatrist. And with the medication and everything, it helped tremendously. And it's cool to say it's actually been 2019, it's 3 years now. 3 years
Oh.
now that I stopped taking the medication, and I've been amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't feel less of a man or less of a person because I used to take medication to help me focus. Actually feel so happy that I did it. You understand? And I think when people there's a weird that was strange. Sorry guys. There we go. Okay, so it's so strange that people would feel so iffy about getting help when we were younger. If we sprained our ankle or just cut our fingers, our mother they would run to our parents and be like,
Yes.
help me, I need a band-aid, or you're crying. So now when you're older you think you're good
grown.
enough but you're struggling. You understand? So I think it's sad that is the current narrative, but I'm also very happy that we can sit in spaces like this and actually talk about it and be like, there is a problem, and there are people who are looking at it not being a problem, but there's still people left behind that also still need that information.
And also, I feel like your case doesn't have to be, extreme or you getting on. Just when you know something is not okay, like bro, like you're not okay.
Exactly.
How you're showing up in life is not okay. It's not functional. Probably anxiety or you have whatever other issue that you have. Just talk to somebody. Like go see a therapist, even one time, just to see how it plays out and if you're comfortable with that or not.
Yeah.
Like, just do something.
Yeah.
Like, this is so
Then
serious.
actually there's an app. A friend of mine downloaded the app last year in 2020, where they actually have like free online psychologists
Better help or
that help you out in like.
Is it called better help?
So I'm just like, I mean, you can even do it online these days.
Yeah.
Yes.
You see one text, one day.
Yeah.
Also like talking to random people.
Yeah.
Like, no, I mean, not like, I mean, it worked for me. Like talking to some random person. There was this app, and I would speak to like a random person. I would speak about my problems, and then this guy was like, but then if you tried this, and just somebody that has no attachment or won't judge you or
Yeah.
anything. So it doesn't have, like I'm saying, go to a professional if need
Yeah.
be. But if you want to speak to someone, please do.
Yeah.
And I always encourage therapy because sometimes your friend won't have the capacity. Like,
Yes.
Like your friends shouldn't be a therapist.
Yes.
Like they're dealing with their own stuff. They are
Mm.
not licensed for these kinds of things. Go see a life coach if you need one. Come see me, guys.
Please
Or
do.
go see a therapist.
Yeah.
Someone who has the capacity and who also wouldn't be biased like what you say.
Mm.
They don't know you. They don't have anything to do with you. They'll just listen professionally. So that's great.
Okay, and I know how I used to differentiate between a life coach and a psychologist was a life coach is like a psychologist just without the medical degree. But that's how I used to. But I still want to know because I feel like it should be the case. Can a life coach and a therapist work together? Can you refer someone to? Do you have a system where if you see that you can't really deal with this at your level, do you have like a set list of people that you like contact to send people to and stuff like that?
It's my responsibility because if someone comes to me with a certain issue and I recognize that, this is not a coaching matter, like it's deeper or you are like a risk to yourself or you're dealing with something deeper, I have to be like, you know what, I actually think someone else could support you better. Here are a few therapists that I have maybe known or met or had a conversation with and I feel like will support you, so I can definitely do something like that when I feel like it's outside of my scope of work.
Okay. Oh, great.
Great.
Cool. And I briefed you on a question. So, because it's February, right? The year has started and it's like we're 2 months in, and I, for one, can also agree to this or can attest to this. It's around this time where you already start feeling discouraged because you had New Year's resolutions and you haven't fulfilled any, or it seems like it's not reachable, or you forgot. How can I get to a point where I encourage myself again to be like, okay, cool, we're gonna try this again, we're doing this again, I want to actually achieve something from this,
Yeah, let me see. I would like to say that like motivation and inspiration is just a starting point. Like when the year started, you're motivated, you're excited about your new self or whatever. Don't laugh. Your new self, new year.
Yeah.
But like personally, I stopped like doing that. Like I think 2 years ago, because I was tired of disappointment. Like I was tired of getting to the new year, making a list of things I'm going to do, which is never going to happen. Getting to the end of the year, feeling like such a failure and disappointment. So what I would encourage is like, first question your goals. Like where do they come from? Are they your own? Sometimes you're trying to imitate other people's goals because it's normalized, or it's the current thing, or you're supposed to have it by your age at a certain age. Like question yourself, like whatever goals I'm setting for myself coming into this year, are they my own? Do I really want them do I value the things that I claim that I want to work towards? Because if you can't tie it to value and what you really deem important as a person, it's almost not going to happen.
Yeah.
You won't see the course, right? And then I also like to set intentions as opposed to goals. Like I have an intention to, let's say, instead of saying I won't drink alcohol ever again, I'm having alcohol. Saying something like I'm taking better care of my body or my relationships.
Sorry.
You came to save us. Yeah, saying something
Mind
like,
you.
saying something like I'm gonna take better care of my mental health or my body, which means I have to consume less alcohol. Do you get what I'm saying? So you kind of tie it to something more important and more inspiring instead of just like saying I'm not gonna do. I don't think the human mind works well with black and white because there's so many gray areas. So I would say like define your goals. Are they your own? Do you really want it for yourself, and why do you want it for yourself? Like how does it tie back to what you value in life? Get clear on your intentions. Set like holistic intentions. Like I want to be more active. I want to spend more time in nature. Just something light, Like I feel like I don't believe in extremes because I just feel like they don't work. And then I would also say focus on setting up systems, right? Because I feel like if you're using the right system, the results will come. So, for example, set up a morning routine that kind of is enjoyable for you and makes you willing to show up for the day. I'm going to wake up, have coffee and journal or whatever works for you. Because automatically when you have a system that works well, the results will come, right?
Okay.
Like if you set up a system of I'm going to be joining a community, a group, I'm going to be running whatever because I really value being around other people. It's a system and you will get the results because you're being active and putting yourself out there. So I would always say get systems and processes so it's not only a thing of like I'm just gonna do it, but how are you gonna do it, right? And then I would always say start small and be consistent, like baby steps, because I don't think it works to just change your whole life overnight. Choose an area of your life, like I would just commit to just walking every day or twice a week or whatever works for you. And I feel like once you master one thing, it flows into other areas.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I would recommend.
Brilliant. Systems. How do I set up a system?
It has to be very personal, based on who you are as a person and how you function. Right? What do you value? What is important? What makes you feel fulfilled? What are your needs in everyday life? Because different people are driven by different things. Some people are driven by routine and taking off a to-do list. So if you're that kind of person, you better have a system that includes waking up in the morning, making a list and taking it off because that drives you. If you're a person who's driven by relationships, for example, like you have a fitness goal, but you're driven by connecting with people and so on, join a class instead of working out on your own, going running alone and wherever, because you know you're not going to stick to it.
Yeah.
Because you probably feel unsafe or you feel bored or whatever. So get a community of people, for instance, where you just get to achieve the goal through community. So a system is basically looking at yourself, who are you as a person, what are your needs, what inspires you, what drives you, how do I integrate this into my everyday life? It's about everyday life, like structuring your life, like in a realistic manner. You can't just wake up tomorrow and say, I'll start running at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen. Just how.
When you know you hate waking up, it's 6 o'clock.
You are a morning person or whatever.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So just like study yourself, I would say study yourself, look at what helps you function well. Book me, help you. Let me help you identify your needs and how you want to show up and what works for you, what drives you, what your strengths are, and we can come up with systems around it.
That's
Great.
beautiful.
Great. So we have two more comments from the same person. Her name is Unji Usurwa. You know her? Okay. Thank you for tuning in. She says, loving this conversation, learning so many gems from it. The clarification of what a life coach is. What a life coach is something I think I needed. Umune articulates herself very well. Could we please have the volume up? Can barely hear anything she is saying. No, it's. Wait, let me check. I'm checking, guys. Calm down, everybody.
And in this whole conversation, you guys didn't hear anything. What was that?
It was fine. Can you hear it?
Oh.
Are you sure?
Guys, I'm soft spoken.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Unji, I hope that sorts it out. Sorry for that technical difficulty. I probably just, I think it's good. Where? Okay, cool. So, anyways, moving on. So, I was a part.
Maybe we should do a sound check. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
Yeah, no, everything is up here. I think
That's cool.
she's just soft spoken.
Now it's, you was soft spoken, but now you can just speak like that.
Okay. I'll just sit like this, guys.
Yeah. Cool. So we're gonna continue to the next part of the show,
Yeah.
which is a game I play with all my guests.
Okay.
These games.
I didn't mention it to
Not
you because I wanted
riddles.
to surprise you.
Don't embarrass me.
Cool. So the game is called Song Association.
Mm.
So basically what happens is I will give you a word and you must find a song that has that word in the lyrics or in the title. And in order for you to get the point, there are no prizes, unfortunately, yet. But in
Okay.
order for you to get the point, you need to sing out at least one line
I
of.
can't believe this. You
of
guys want to
that.
make me sing, bro.
Don't worry, you don't need to have a
Terrible
good
with
voice. The kids have never told people please stop singing, so
Okay.
our viewers are very 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 patient.
Yeah.
Oh my
Cool.
goodness.
It's very simple.
So we're competing.
You guys are
Oh
competing
my
against each other.
gosh. Let me win.
Let's go, guys.
Oh my gosh, the drama.
I am the drama.
Yeah, so I'm just putting on I'm getting a timer. There we go. Okay, so you will have 11 seconds to come up with this
The
song.
song.
Whoever comes up with the song first and whoever sings that line first gets the point.
Okay.
Cool?
Yes.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Yes,
Are
we
you
are.
ready?
We're ready.
Cool. The first word is time.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
There's a time.
No.
No. Michael Jackson song.
There comes a time. I know, but you didn't get good. It's okay. Warm up. It was a warm up.
Okay, it was a warm up.
Relax.
Time.
Why are you doing this?
For those of you tuning in as well,
I'm really bad. I have no I'm tone deaf.
Oh, no, don't worry. You don't need to sing
Same.
well.
Okay.
We all listen to music. So for those of you also tuning in, you have 11 seconds as well. You can play along. Maybe you can beat the guest and the co-host. I'm just
Please do.
saying. Okay, cool. So the second word is stop.
I can't believe this right now. Stop. Stop. This is so disappointing, bro.
Okay, name a song.
Stop in the name of love. It's like a very old song.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I know.
This game was
Really?
a bad idea.
I'm terrible with lyrics.
No, you'll get it. You'll get it.
Okay, let's try again.
Cool. We'll try again. Third word. Your third word is star.
A Star Is Born.
No, that's not a song.
That's a movie.
Yeah.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
That it's a song. It's a song.
That's not a song. Oh my god. I'm losing. I'm
when
like
I
losing.
grow up, I want to be famous. I want to be a star. I want to be in movies.
I'm the star up in the sky.
Yes, I'll never want to kick her. Yeah,
This is so bad. I'm
you're
gonna get
just,
dragged.
You're just under pressure. Don't
Yes.
worry.
Guys,
Just
no.
Okay,
relax.
we're getting there now.
It's just a-
We're getting
like,
there.
We're not under pressure. We're never under pressure, guys.
Whatever.
Cool. So the next word is money.
Money, money, money.
That's not a song.
Money, 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 money.
I remember the show, but how's that a song?
It's a
I mean, it's a
song.
song, but why? I think he means an actual song.
Okay.
So it can be even a
On
theme
Trace or
song.
something, or whatever. You won. Congrats.
No.
Okay, cool. The next word is easy. The next word is easy. I'm sure you.
Go in.
Okay.
Okay, you get it. Wait, I haven't even been.
Said go music must be present. Oh, there's still more, Lord.
There's more.
There's more. Okay, cool. So the next word is baby.
Baby, 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 please. Is it please?
Yeah.
The Justin
Yes.
Bieber's?
Yes.
Yeah. Well done, you got it. That's great. Look at you.
How much do you have?
So both of you are tied at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Tiebreaker.
So let me win.
Lasoni is also playing along. She says "Easy like a Sunday morning." That's on the
Ooh,
word
that's a good
"easy."
song.
It's actually
Oh.
a nice song. Thank you, Lasoni. The next
Easy
word
like a
is.
Sunday morning.
Before I start the timer, I will spell it out for you. Gimme. Gimme.
Gimme. I don't know what the song is, but you know that song.
Gimme. Yeah, give me more.
Give me more.
By Britney Spears. Well done. And there's also Gimme That by Chris Brown. Honey, you may be 3 years older, but Gimme That. No.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hear it. Like, I hear it somewhere in my mind.
Great.
And I'm terrible with lyrics. Don't blame me.
Cool. So actually, so we're going to do one more, and then we'll switch to the other game.
Okay.
What's
Cool.
the other game?
I'll explain when we get there. Cool. So the next word, the last word is water.
Oh, I don't know the lyrics, but like.
Water. I don't know a song like
Time's
that.
up.
Yeah, but I won either way.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
But the
like
word
slow-
water is
that
in
what
it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. Great. I hope, guys, I'm sorry I might be killing your spirits right now.
Don't worry about it.
I
But
was expecting to lose.
and you
But I
actually
didn't.
congratulations.
Congrats to
Umini.
me, I did
Umini.
that.
You actually won this round.
Period.
It's okay. It's okay. We always let
Bad
the
girl
guests win.
things.
Don't worry. It's part of the job.
Yeah.
Cool. So the next part of it, we still have 3 minutes. So I'm going to ask you guys 2 questions,
Yeah.
and then we'll move on to your plugging, and then we'll get on to our next guest.
Okay.
Cool.
Yes.
Cool. So this is Would You Rather. Cool. So, would you rather be married to someone stunning who doesn't think you're attractive, or be married to someone ugly who thinks you're gorgeous?
The latter. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, if you don't think I'm everything, then what are we doing? No.
But why do I have to choose between the two? Why
That's
can't
so
I get
ghetto.
It's a game.
Okay, I'll also choose the last one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Last one. Okay. Would you rather buy all used underwear or all used toothbrush? Sis.
To do what with it?
No.
Where am I taking
Choose
it?
between the two. If you were life or death and you must choose between the two, which one would you choose?
I'll
Which
take
is the
I'll
better?
take the toothbrushes.
I'll take the underwear.
I agree.
I'll take the underwear.
Y'all are nasty.
No, if you think
Bro,
about
like-
it, the toothbrush you have to put in your mouth. The underwear,
Oh, we
it's
have to
like-
use it or just take it.
You have to use it.
You're wearing underwear.
Yeah.
Underwear, guys. Like, that is nasty.
Toothbrush.
Toothbrush,
Somebody
someone
else's
else.
I'm okay with that.
I mean, we kiss other people, so.
Don't drag me saying I said I'm but I would rather that. I'm sorry, I can't do underwear. That's nasty.
Okay, cool. No, I understand. Okay.
Guys, I want to explain.
It's okay.
Whatever, haters.
Cool. Umune, it's been a pleasure. Before we close off, is there
Yeah.
anything else you'd like to add?
I just want to say, guys, take care of your mental health. It's actually a thing. It's very serious. There's support available. Like, there's really no excuse to stop be compromising. If you're not ready, talk to somebody who can support you in the process of getting ready or whatever. Get a life coach. Get me. See a therapist. Do something. You know.
Yeah.
But it's really something that I'm very passionate about. Something I take very seriously. Like any other. Like how you see your physical health or whatever, like please tend to your mental health. It's actually very serious and it's a thing. It's a thing. It's not a taboo. It's not a fantasy. We're not overreacting or trying to be funny or looking for attention. It is a thing, and I think it's important that we support each other, hold space, and advocate for mental health.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Great. Speaking of getting you booked, where can people find you?
Instagram. So I have a page that we call Super Soul Care. Okay, but the handle is @umune_m. Super Soul Care. You can search either one. I think you'll find me. And
You can
follow
register,
me.
yeah.
You'll see on my highlights. My service is available. We can have a chat.
Perfect.
And book
Perfect.
something, yeah.
Great. Umune, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Thank you
I
for
had
reaching
so much
out.
fun.
I hope to see you soon.
Yeah.
And I hope the clients come in. If anything good that comes from this, I hope you get clients
Yeah.
that have listened. And like you said, guys, reach out, feel free. And we're going to
Yes.
get our next guest in then. So the next guest, she's called Yola. She's a content creator. And then, but before she comes in, we're just going to play one song. And then,
Come to me, oh, yetu na tuishakale, upitaje, oh baby, if you love me, let it show. Hey sexy, will you make me the only man in your life? Shairo, Shairo, hira. Shairo, Shairo, hira. Shairo, Shairo, hira. I've been looking for you. There you are. Looking for you. There you are. Shairo, Shairo, hira. Shairo, Shairo, hira. Shairo, Shairo, hira. I've been looking for you. There you are. Looking for you. There you are. My sweetie, you're the one. Daga like Congo. All my life, Oh baby, if you love me, let it show. Hey sexy, will you make me the only man in your life? Shairo, shaya, shaya, shairo hira. Shairo, shaya, shaya, shairo hira. Shairo, shaya, shaya, shairo hira. I've been looking for you. There you are, there you are. Yeah, yeah, looking for you. There you are. Shairo, shaya, shaya, shairo hira. Shairo, shaya, shaya, shairo hira. Shairo, shaya, shaya, shairo hira. I've been looking for you. There you are, there you are. Yeah, yeah, looking for you. There you are. I know if you lie for you, boy. For you, boy. Do anything you say. Anything you say. I go try for you, babe. For you, babe. 'Cause you know I'll fall for you, babe. I'ma keep on falling. You know, you are my lover. My lover, baby. Can't lie, swear that you got me on lock, baby. It's be red in the building. Oh baby, if you love me, let it show. Hey sexy, will you make me the only man in your life? Shairo, shaya, shaya, shairo hira. Shairo, shaya, shaya, shairo hira. Shairo, shaya, shaya, shairo hira. I've been looking for you. There you are, there you are. Yeah, yeah, looking for you. There you are. Shairo, shaya, shaya, shairo hira. Shairo, shaya, shaya, shairo hira. Shairo, shaya, shaya, shairo hira. I've been looking for you. There you are.
Hi everybody, we're back. I said that on live. Yeah. You're cool to come for an interview, I guess. Anyways, hi Yola.
Hi.
Thank you for coming through.
Thank you for having me.
For those of you that are just tuning in, this is the content with Scharlarco with a special guest host, Ashriff Fierce. And we're in studio by the beautiful Yola.
With the lovely, do the whole thing. I want the full experience.
With the
please.
what?
You know, the lovely, the beautiful, the what?
Oh, the beautiful, the lovely, the natural hair, the melanated, the glowing skin. Yola.
You still don't know my surname.
I do.
You just can't pronounce.
Yes.
Oh.
I don't want to ruin, guys.
Please say it out loud for all of us.
Okay, it's Yola Hashingola.
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 Such a beautiful name, isn't it? Even
It
mine,
is.
just a little bit. My name is romantic, guys. Just saying.
Cool. So Yola, please introduce yourself. Like, besides your name, who are you? What do you do? Where are you from?
Oh, man. CV questions. For those that don't know who I am Yola Shingola. I am a content creator, social media manager, student, daughter, child of, full experience. And yeah, so I'm just basically, and I'm an optimist. Maybe I can also squeeze that in there. Self-love enthusiast, anything that just has to do with self-development. I'm all the way there for it.
Great.
Yep.
Love it.
What was that awkward silence, guys?
No, everybody knows awkward is my brand, so I don't know about you guys.
Oh, wow.
I
Now it's
guess-
just there, like quiet, like cricket.
No, don't worry, buddy. We're chilled. Cool. So thank you for that, Yola. So we're gonna jump right into it. Content creation. This is your passion. Currently,
Yes.
I saw Yola's page jump from 2,000 something followers to 5 point something followers in a span of a month.
My dear, it was 3 weeks. Please put some respect
Oh,
on my
excuse,
name.
3 weeks. I was like, this girl needs to get on air and tell us her secrets. Because honestly,
3
I've
weeks.
been in 3 weeks, bruh.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
Yo.
I've been struggling with 2 point something for like 3 years now.
Yeah.
But yeah, please, how did you get into the whole content creation and how did you beat that damn algorithm?
I really just like to talk or just emphasize on intention. I myself, when it comes to basically when it comes to consuming social media, just scrolling on my page, I like to only follow people that actually can teach me something. And that's basically the content that I decided to work with, like going forward. So in terms of like the content that I share, I hope to either inspire, entertain, or educate somebody with it, as opposed to just putting up stuff. But I mean, obviously I still have like my funny skits and stuff like that I like to do when I'm like in the mood and whatnot. But other than that, I feel like if you're going to come waste your time and learn something with me.
Yeah.
So that's basically what I started doing, and I just decided, you know what, I don't really care what anybody thinks anymore. I'm going to talk about things that really matter for me, because I don't really see a lot of people talk about like self-love and how to love yourself according to, you know, the 5 love languages for yourself, as opposed to like loving a significant other and all of that. And from there, it blew up, honestly. Like all my reels from 1,000, now they're hitting 10K in a span of a week, and I'm like, oh, okay. So I wouldn't say I necessarily beat the algorithm. I was just very intentional about the content that I was putting out and making sure that like I'm not just putting out nonsense, you know. Yeah. So
Okay.
That's impressive.
And what the process of creating content, you know,
Yeah.
for me, I have so much content in a hard drive that I just feel like I don't want to put out the stuff, but I must put out the stuff. Like,
Yeah.
And then how do you? What's the process you get to be like, okay, no, I'm gonna edit this video and I'm gonna make sure it's out by this time in this day, because you do YouTube videos as well,
Yes,
right?
yes, I am also a YouTuber.
Yeah. Hi guys.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Hello, babies.
Yeah. So what's the process like? What's your system?
At first, I was really just doing it according to like how I was feeling. If I felt like saying something, then I would say it. If I felt the need to speak on something that I didn't see on social media, then I'll speak on it. But nowadays I have a system. So I have like a content plan that I pull out, and one day, like during the course of the week, I just have to make sure that I have at least one reel or at least one post, and from there, I kind of just always learn which is the best way to do it, which is the best way for people to receive it. So I'm always like, it's always trial and error, because you can't always have the same system, because everything is always changing.
Yeah.
And people get bored as well. So I wouldn't want people to get bored with my content, so I always have to switch it up every once in a while. But that's the system that's working for me. So I like to content batch, where I literally, like say for instance for this week, I will prepare content for next week, so that I don't have to stress myself in the moment, you know.
Okay.
So yeah, that's basically what I do. That's the process of how I go about it. Yes.
I could never prepare to upload
Yeah.
something. Like, imagine having to take a picture today to upload it next week. Like, guys.
But I do understand where she's coming from. Instagram is all about planning.
Yeah,
Exactly.
It's all about planning. Because I'm like with you probably use a feed planner as well. So before you post your stuff, you use a feed planner.
No, actually not anymore. Because I feel like it just made my page so fake. Like even if you were to scroll on my old pictures, guys, it's embarrassing. But I leave it there because I'm like, girl, you're growing.
Yeah.
You're doing something.
Yeah, no, I agree with the feed plan thing, because there was a time I also used to like make sure that aesthetically the colors need to connect.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'm not having fun anymore.
Exactly.
I don't want to do this. I have to go in a hiatus for like
Yeah.
a few months and then get back into the whole content creation thing, just but in a more organic feel. But I think for people, there are people that the feed planner, it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
That's
works
true.
for them.
That's true.
And I think those are also people who take it more like a business thing, because I know for myself, it's a personal page. It's not for business. I don't get gigs. Unlike
Hey, we got
you
models
also
of
got,
it.
you also got us a gig recently, right? Like your sponsor, your
My stylist.
your stylist, your
Yes,
hairstylist,
my
right?
hairstylist.
Yeah.
Oh.
With those kind of things, you guys, I think it's necessary to have like a feed planner.
Yeah.
But like if you're like just gonna be like sporadic about it,
Yes.
a feed planner would be very annoying.
Redundant.
Yeah. Cool. So one of my questions is like, how do you plan? You say you plan to have content for the next week.
Yeah.
Is there like themes you go about, or is there some place you draw your inspiration from just to be able to have content out for the next?
In terms of inspiration, I really just go according to personal experience. Like that's literally where I derive most of like the content that I put out, because you can't be somebody that talks about things that you've never actually experienced. And in terms of like how I just go about it is I spaced out. What was the question again?
I asked
The inspiration of your work.
how do you plan your content?
Okay. How do I basically plan it? Yeah. Oh, yeah. So this is basically what I was trying to say. How I plan my content is literally just according to like whatever I'm going through in a specific period of time. If I am having breakdowns and whatnot, then I speak about like, okay, how did I get into this breakdown? I do like a self-reflection process and then think that like, okay, maybe if I struggled to go about like, my breakdown and like how I basically recovered from it, how could I use this as a means of like maybe educating somebody else who doesn't have a means of talking to somebody else about it?
Yeah.
So that's basically how I just go about it. And then from there I kind of like, especially with the reels, you have to be very creative. Especially with all the sounds and whatnot. So I always look for something that can like kind of associate to what I'm trying to put out and then put it in so that it's informative but also very entertaining.
Okay.
So yeah.
How long is your creative process? Like if you were to start with a reel today, you record for how many hours and for how many days do you edit?
Oh, guys, it's 10 minutes, guys. What
10
do you
minutes?
mean days, guys? For real? A reel? No. Like a reel for me, it literally takes like, okay, since I've been practicing with editing, especially because I'm using my phone to edit and like I use my phone for everything basically. I've gotten so good at editing that it
Comes
doesn't take,
naturally to you.
yeah, it doesn't,
Okay.
because I have this thing. I feel like it's just like a superpower or something. I edit in my head already. So the way I film it in a way that I know I can edit it in a specific way.
Okay.
So I always leave out white noise and all of that. And is that what they call it? I call it that. But anyways, so basically when things are just not going according to plan, then I really just edit in my head, and then from there it comes out proper. Yeah. So you always just need to imagine it first, and then go about like doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So I have a question, and if it's too personal, you can stop me dead in my tracks.
Okay.
But your 4 million view reels.
Yee, the 4 milli.
She has 4 million
4
views.
million
on her reel.
views, guys.
Sure.
Hey.
Right? Yeah, like that was also a very personal.
Yeah.
It was a very personal experience that you actually made a little bit of a humorous kind of thing too. Like now about that personal experience, tell us like obviously the scar on
Yeah.
is the scar.
It's a keloid.
It's a keloid,
yeah.
yes. How did that happen?
How did
it
the
start
kilo?
developing, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was in a accident when I was younger. And I remember even sharing the story like on my YouTube page, where I had said that like I feel like I fabricated the story because maybe it must have been super traumatizing. But the story that I tell people is that like at the village we had a ditch, you know, like there's not really like dustbins and like, you know, waste removal people, whatever. So we'd always like dig holes and then put the trash in there and then cover and then we forget about it. Yeah, so there was a ditch and there were like wires, like barbed wires, and I don't know, what I constantly tell myself is that we were jumping over it and playing like games or something, I don't know, and your girl, she fumbled and she fell. She fumbled and fell, so I fell into this ditch of barbed wires, and what I remember is my grandmother applied like, there's this like purplish medicine that the grannies.
Mercurochrome.
Maybe it's
the one that they always put on the mouth.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
Yeah.
one. And I remember
it also comes in red sometimes.
That one.
Yes.
So I remember she had put it on me, and then after a while, it just started like. At first, it started off as a really, really small scar, and then after a while, it just started getting bigger and bigger, and I'm like, okay. And it was never really much of a thing to me until I actually then got plastic surgery when I was around like 13, 14. And after it got removed, it grew bigger. So then I was like, okay, I guess you don't want to go anyway, so I'm just going to leave it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how I basically got the keloid, and now I'm at this point where I'm like, there's no use in taking it away. If the shani wants to stay, let it stay.
Yeah.
At least I don't have it like anywhere else, and this is like, it's a part of me now, honestly.
Yeah. For the
You know how people think of like beauty, apologies for that, beauty marks in your face?
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's how you think of it now. It's
Yeah.
like a beauty mark like right on your chest.
Exactly.
I love how society is just started to like embrace scars.
Yeah.
Like in the day it was like, oh no, I need to, oh my
cover
God.
up. And you know what's crazy? It's like, as soon as the video blew up, I swear to you guys, I have more than 50 DMs of so many people around the world talking about their keloid experiences and how they've actually never seen anybody talk about like keloids the way that I talked about it. And I'm just like, guys, yeah? So there's this potential here. What's going on? So I never really figured it to be like a big deal, but then as soon as I got all of those responses, and I'm still responding to these DMs till this day, that's when I realized, okay, no, this is something that's like really definitely worth talking about. And yeah, we are calling it keloid confidence.
Okay.
You know, hashtag keloid confidence.
Love it.
And yeah, I actually have a video that will be dropping at midnight in regards to that. So because there are just so many questions, the DMs are full, guys.
Okay.
My phone is heating up.
This is book end.
It's busy.
I actually want to say, for the viewers listening, a keloid is basically a scar. It's basically your body's natural instinct to repair a scar, but sometimes it overproduces skin.
Yes.
And that causes a keloid. It usually happens with piercings. And I know this, and cuts, because I also have a keloid on my ear, which I was so self-conscious about because I like wearing earrings, but after that I was like, no, I like the clean look. But still, the keloid thing was also kind of scary because it keeps growing.
Exactly.
It keeps growing, and it's like you try to remove it, but your body's natural instinct to create the keloid is going to happen again because there's going to be a scar.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I understand. It's just I'm very fortunate that mine hasn't. I don't want to say fortunate, but I'm like, I don't have to deal with, because I'm sure there was like at some point in your life where you were like very subconscious about it.
Yeah,
Right?
absolutely.
I didn't have to deal with like.
How did you deal with that?
Like at first it was never really a big deal, because you know, we like when we were young, we come into this world, we were like, oh, I am who I am, like until
I just always had this.
I've always had this until we're shaped by society, and with me it was school. So like, I mean, I would always have uniform, people wouldn't see it, but then as soon as I started like going to birthday parties, then you're there wearing your spaghetti top, people would be like, no, show me what's that on your chest. And then I would literally have to explain, and that's where I feel like I came up with a fabricated story. But yeah, so it literally, okay, getting used to it at some point, after I had the plastic surgery, and it grew back, and I was like, oh, you know what, Nate? Just leave it, God. Let me just leave it. And then I just went about it like, oh, okay, wait, I'm actually lying. So there was another point in my life where I tried to cover it up again. And I was wearing like shirts and turtlenecks and all of that. And then it got infected. So as soon as it got infected, I was like, you know what? This is a sign. this is really just a sign.
Sure.
So I had to go to the doctor. There were medical procedures that had to happen again because I had like an abscess, so it was constantly getting irritated. So after like that whole situation, I just decided, you know what, if you see me with my keloid and you have a problem with that, then you gotta move. So it's not a big deal for me. So I really just, that's how I learned to accept myself, through my keloid. So I'm really grateful that like I learned the baby steps from accepting my scar to literally accepting who I am as a person. So yeah.
Oh,
That's beautiful.
right?
It is.
Very beautiful. Cool. So, moving from the keloid, I have one more question that I wrote down here. Do you have advice for fellow creators? Like,
Hey, guys.
I know you're gonna be like, just create and just post.
Nah,
Don't over curate.
no. And I feel like that's why a lot of people are actually failing in the game. You're not being okay. The one thing I actually love to tell everybody is be intentional. Do it for a reason. Don't just do it for the views. Don't just do it for the sake of now clout and whatnot. Literally tell yourself or ask yourself, what do I have that I can contribute to people? Or like, say for instance, you specialize in fashion, right? So like he does modeling. Am I not?
Yes, no, you're right.
Okay.
Thank you.
So as a model, like, especially when it comes to, okay, I've seen a lot of people, everybody's doing fashion. Everybody's doing outfit of the day and doing this and doing that. And then you find those other people that are doing sustainable fashion. And you're like, okay.
Yeah.
So like, if you're in something that's naturally just saturated, just try to look for a very unique way of putting what you like out there.
Exactly.
So be intentional, and enjoy it. Like, just if you don't like it, then don't do it. I mean, you can get someone to do. I mean, you can get me to do it. I don't. You can pay me. You can pay me to do it. I don't mind. Like, I can send you an invoice. It's not a problem. But yeah. So that's literally just my tip. If you don't enjoy it, don't do it. But other than that, you go for it definitely, but be intentional about it.
Okay.
That's literally the secret sauce, guys.
Okay, be intentional, guys.
Be intentional.
Literally.
Another question that I have for you. You said earlier, like most of what you speak about in your reels is like from personal experience.
Yeah.
You know, but some of those stuff I would like to think that they're also very original to you.
Yeah.
And we're entering like a space. There's a lot of talks, especially among content creators now, about intellectual property, how to protect your work, so that because now somebody else somewhere in South Africa could take any one of your videos, say exactly what you said, and boom, it's no longer your work, and then it's basically duplicated by so many people all over the world. What advice would you give to other content creators in terms of protecting their intellectual property or protecting their work so that it remains original to them?
That's a good question, and I honestly, like, even though like, I don't have an answer for that. But what I like to think is that, because I've seen it happen so many times, and the thing is, you really just, that was a tough question.
No, don't worry about it.
No, but it really just makes me think, because like, imagine if someone were to say, no, this is my keloid story, then they're like taking my story from that.
Yeah.
Like,
Cool?
that's really something I should probably look into.
Yeah.
Like,
And I believe I'm not sure about how I don't know. I'm not sure how content creators do it, but I know because I do freelance graphic design work and photography, right? So I'm not registered with BIPA, but I know I have to be registered with BIPA in order to protect my stuff.
Yeah.
Right? Because I would be very active if I haven't done BIPA. But I believe BIPA is one of the spaces that you as a content creator can go to be like, okay, cool, I'm a content creator, I just wanted to make sure that if I put my trademark on this or my watermark on this, whatever, that people don't steal my stuff. You know, so yeah, I think you should get into that.
Trademark your name, start with
everyone
that.
listening, all the content creators,
Guys, who else is, you know what, you're quite right.
You can come to me if you can, I can invoice you for just
put your business out there. Talk about yourself, man.
Yeah. Cool, but we have 8 minutes ish, so I'm gonna play the game.
Ooh. We're out here having games.
We're gonna do the song.
I hope I don't lose again.
You lost the first time.
Look, Ashraf. what
We
do
make
is
the.
co-hosts and hosts. We allow the guests to win.
Yeah, okay. Don't worry.
But if you want to be a competitor,
I'm
no
such
one
a
is stopping you.
soul, okay. My God.
I'm watching Game of Thrones and I'm trying to get that competitive spirit back in me.
Oh, wow.
I never watched Game of Thrones. Just saying.
You, please improve. Go
I
watch
started
it.
now.
It's
I'm on season.
amazing.
I finished season 5. I'm on season 6.
I don't want to spoil it for you, but ish. That
No, I already know what happens.
Everybody knows what happens.
Everyone knows what
horrible.
in season 8,
Like-
so it's okay. Oh,
I hope it don't
But the
get copyright
storyline was
for
amazing.
mentioning Game of
Oh.
Thrones. Anyways,
Oops.
no, we won't do it. It's a talk show. It should be allowed. Anyways, let's start to the game. So we stopped with water, right?
yes.
Cool.
Name a song that starts with water.
What are you doing? You're
Trying to get a
playing
hair
along.
start.
Oh, okay. So, like, okay,
So
what
the
are
two
we
of
playing?
you are gonna
first?
compete against each other.
Okay.
The song, the game is
Rah.
called the game is called Song Association.
Uh-huh.
Basically, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna give you a word.
Mhm.
You have to find a song that has the word in the lyrics or
Yeah.
in the title, and you have to sing out at least a line of that song.
I
You
got
understand?
this.
So you can't just like give me.
I got this.
You understand? Cool. So, and also I'd like to give a shout out. My favorite YouTuber at the moment, his name is Terrell.
Oh, yeah.
He plays this game often.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
I was just like, you know what? It's an interesting game.
Let me
get it.
It might try it.
Cool. So, and I've gotten good reviews
Nah, I can imagine.
from the people who have won.
Oh,
Oh wow.
Just saying.
Oh wow.
This is not so much.
Cool. So the first word is bird. B-I-R-D.
Be,
Fly.
Fly. fly like a bird, fly away.
Sia,
know
the
when
song
I'm
Set the Bird
away.
Free. I know the song, but I don't know the
Wait,
lyrics.
okay, I'm confused. Do we both compete?
You're competing against each
Oh,
other.
Yes.
yeah, I was singing the song, I'm like a bird, I like to fly away.
I don't know where
I don't know where the hole is.
You
I don't know.
I know the song. Okay, I know the song, but I don't. I know the song Sia, Set the Bird Free. Set the Bird Free.
Okay.
But I don't know I don't know how to sing the song.
Oh, sorry. Birds flying high.
Mine is Nelly Furtado.
Yes.
Give me my
Cool.
point.
Fine, we give you a point.
Thank you.
The next one is it's an easy word.
Okay.
There's a lot of songs with it.
Hope it's not this month's season.
So what do you mean?
Love. Better not be loud.
It's close. The word is heart.
Heartbreak Anniversary by Givian, but I don't know how to sing.
But that's heartbreak. That doesn't count.
No, but a heart in it.
It doesn't matter. It's not that deep.
Dang it, man. I'm competitive, guys. Don't play with me.
Oh.
Can I steal it from him?
You know the
Heartbreak anniversary. Cause I do this at every time. Heartbreak anniversary by Givian. Give me my point.
No, it's fine. I'll give it to Usher. Shame. You gave it the artist's name.
Oh,
I'll give it to you, Usher. Cool.
thank
The
you.
next one is also easy. I know
Okay.
you guys will even say the same song.
Okay.
The word is stay.
Stay with me. Because
Bye.
you're all I need. Sam Smith. Stay.
Yeah, that's.
Sam Smith.
Yeah.
Why don't you stay with me? 'Cause
Yes, by
you're
Sam Smith.
all I
Okay, Yola.
need.
I was gonna say I want you to stay.
Aye. Sorry.
Yeah.
Nah, Chief. None of that.
You don't know Rihanna.
None of
Okay,
it.
cool. Anyways, moving on. The next word
Rihanna.
is break.
Heartbreak Anniversary.
You make me wanna break, 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 break. Tyro Cruz.
Oh
Let's go.
Okay. This literally says yay now because Y-A-Y. Like
Yo.
how you guys have been winning. Anyways, The next song is, the next word is dance.
Dance. No, there's actually a song, dance, dance, dance. I don't know the song. Why don't you dance with me? Huh?
It's done, but
it's on the time, so it's fine.
No, but
It's okay. It's cool. It's cool.
Okay.
I want to dance with my father again.
Oh,
Yes.
Luther Vandross.
Yes, Luther Vandross.
Is it Luther Vandross?
It's Luther Vandross.
It is? Ah, dang it, man. What's my brain?
Sorry,
today?
Ashraf.
Wait, do I steal it or?
No, it's done. Ashraf lost it. Aram, nobody gets a point.
Oh.
Anyways,
Technically, if you think about it,
You can actually give us both like a half point.
next word. The next word is excuse.
Yeah?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
can I replace the word with something else?
Synonym, maybe a synonym or something.
Yo, excuse me, miss. I saw you from across the
You
room.
got that from him.
I wanted to say that as well.
Yes.
Dang it.
Anyways, the next one.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna skip that one.
Ah.
Is it a difficult word?
Yeah. The word is try. Yeah, right?
No, there's actually a song.
Yeah, no.
No.
You were
I love how
right.
you guys.
You were right to take it
so
out. You're right.
The next word is, and I hope you guys know your 2000 songs that came out in the 2000s.
My dear.
Mm.
Uh-huh.
The word is ice.
Ice.
Ice, baby.
Dun, dun, dun,
Dun, dun, dun, dun, dun.
Wow.
Ice, baby.
There's an ice box where
My heart used to be Omarion. Omicron. He's not gonna see this. He's not
Alright,
Okay,
guys.
no, nah.
Nah,
He doesn't want
he's
to do
busy.
anything with Namibia.
Ah,
I guess
no,
the third
not
time
after
will
that.
be-
After that.
Not after that.
Last word, last word.
I hope I get this one, guys.
I hope you get this one as well. And you should.
Because Yola is winning.
It's not my fault.
The girl is winning.
Anyways, the word is telephone.
Beyonce.
Ah, dang it, man.
Not video phone. There's also a song, Telephone.
Hello, hello, baby, you cannot hear a thing. Na, 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 Beyonce and Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
It's
So the
okay,
way
man.
you blowing up my phone.
But you know what? You and I should do like, what do you call it? Not charades, the other game. 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
You would be good at 30 seconds.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
I'd literally,
Yes.
he would be like, it's that one, it's, and then I'll be like, let me
Yeah,
finish that
yeah.
sentence. It's this.
Yes. Well done.
Yes.
So clearly, it's okay.
We won.
Who's we?
Yola won.
Do
I
get,
thought
a
we were a
prize?
team.
Congratulations. It's all you get.
It's alright.
And your name on the wall.
Oh, yes.
Oh, and you get to write your name on the wall.
Oh, so I'm excited.
Yola, thank you so much. This has been so much fun.
Thank you so much.
Ashraf,
for
thank you
having
so
me,
much for
guys.
coming
Thank
through.
you so much for having me.
If you want to come through again, show me. The doors
I'm
are
ready.
open.
I'm ready.
Yeah, and before we log off, I want both of you to plug yourselves, your social media handles, where people can reach you if they want to talk about their keloids and self-love, and maybe get you to manage their social media stuff.
You know?
She's going to call me if you guys need a logo. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, plug yourselves.
Well, guys, you guys can reach me on Instagram, Ashriffiers, ASHRIFF__Fierce. And I'm not really on TikTok. Facebook, actually. But outside of that, please do hit me up if you have any gig, somebody to wear your clothes, somebody you want to take pictures of, anybody to look cute or hot in any of your pictures.
Yes.
Come through. I'm
He takes
ready.
really good pictures too. Yay.
Thank you.
I've seen those pictures, boy.
Ciao.
And as for me, Yola Shingola, you can find me on Instagram as well as on YouTube. So that's Yola Shingola, Yola, and then Hashingola is Hashingola. So those are the two platforms where you can reach me. And if you want to talk business, you can email me at hashingolayola. So that's, hashingolayola@gmail.com.
Please, let's create a waste-free environment, guys. I
Yes.
just had to say that. Please.
A waist free, so I have to like lose weight.
No,
Not
waste.
have a waist.
Oh, no.
It's not about you.
Oh, no.
It's not about
I'm trying to help the environment, Chovy. So, yeah.
No.
We're talking about the dirt, man. The
Yeah.
dirt. We want
No,
to.
I understand.
Are we still okay in terms of the we used to be the cleanest country in in Africa?
No, we're the second cleanest city in Africa now.
Oh, we used to be number one, guys. What happened?
Yeah, we're the second cleanest.
Ooh.
So, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a great pleasure. Remember to mask up, sanitize, stay safe, social distance, condomize, and whatnot.
Yes, please. We don't want kids
Yeah, we don't want children.
at this moment in time.
Children.
Children, no, none of that. None of
Cool.
that.
We stay on course. There's a devil in the game now. No shortcuts, I'm kids. Everybody's cheering on. I got the whole hood bumping their heads. They are putting their bets on me. Family affairs is number one. My choir is standing tall. I haven't lost my mind at all, but the future is looking bright. Can't stop us now. Oh, I put my police. Can't stop us now.